Faithful fans and followers, the Wizard here. I'm at the American Legion Park, and it's a little early, and we'll give you a bit of a preview here. We have a big rally. This coincides with all the other big rallies across the nation. This is a day of a revolution. This is the beginning of a revolution to take our nation back from these clowns that are running the show in the current administration. It's time to restore freedom and democracy, in this case defend our freedom and democracy to our nation, and all the important programs that we rely on and the core values that are sacred, that we hold very near and dear to our hearts. Because I stand for all the important causes, but there's one important cause that should not be overlooked, and that's when it comes to the environmental causes, including our wildlife, especially those with peril, the wolf, the buffalo, grizzly bear, all of our wildlife. They must be protected. It's essential. It is highly imperative that we protect all the things that are very sacred to all of us. And it takes direct action to accomplish these things. Just merely conducting a poll or survey does not accomplish anything. It accomplishes nothing. Because we know that talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. And so all the organizations out there, such as Friends of the Earth and Sierra Club, get some boots on the ground, take to the streets and start making some noise. Petitions are great, but let's back it up with some rallies, marches, demonstrations, and other forms of direct action. Don't just sit around conducting polls and surveys. Surveys don't accomplish anything. It's just a total waste of time. Now's the time to make some noise. A lot of noise. Just merely conducting a survey is a lot like taking baby steps on eggshells, whispering. Well, you get some boots on the ground with your bullhorns, flags, banners, signs. Take to the streets and speak out. Literally speak out. Then you're making some noise. That way you're being heard. Conducting a survey doesn't accomplish anything. Direct action it could accomplish much. But meanwhile, while we're here, I'm just going to show you my rig right here. I have the Star Spangled Banner flying high, flying proudly. And speaking of Star Spangled Banner, here's my stone version of the 15-star flag. And here is the flag representing the Alliance of Planetary Republics, established August 7th, 2987. So it's set in the future, about 962 and a half years into the future, the 30th century. And naturally I have the flag of the Wolf States, and my music flag here. But also I represent freedom. This is my roster flag. And here is the flag representing the Orion Star Command, established February 9th, 2992. It's also in the 30th century. And over here is the Rastafarian Wolf Nation flag, and therefore I am also rallying for a wolf, in solidarity for a wolf, or Mugui, Wea, Mayitso, nature's first dog. And as you can see here, this is the flag of the Ukraine. And speaking of wolves, we have the wolf prayer flag. This is the wolf prayer flag. And naturally, as you can see, the amazing Wizard Mobile right here. This is the amazing Wizard Mobile. Now there's going to be more people showing up and get ready to rally with us. And this is a big one. It's kind of like a three-parter. And so we'll be marching rally. There will be some keynote speakers later in the day. So this is the amazing voice of Mobile. And my flag's waving loud and proud, baby. Now, in addition to this rally for all the important the things that matter to all of us, there's one element that should never be overlooked, and that is our indigenous nations, our indigenous people. Because they're also essential. They've been on this continent long before the birth of Christ. You know, they've been here for tens of thousands of years, and they were doing things right ever since then when it comes to sustainable living. And they have much to teach us. So let us remember our indigenous people, and let's keep them in our hearts, and do what it takes to in you know, respecting their ways as well, and restoring their culture. I do have indigenous friends, and one of them is my relative, and I would like to say hi to Mark Charles of the Navajo Nation, and he lives in the land of Piscataway. I think he's currently on tour, but he's an author, and he ran for president in 2020 as an independent. He's currently writing a book or two, a couple of books, and so I want to say hi, Yate, Mark Charles, from the land of the Ponderay in Hamilton, Montana. But let us remember our indigenous nations. And I'd like to thank the indigenous people, the original inhabitants, for the stewardship of the land, and how humble I am to be living on these lands, to be dwelling on these lands. So I say Yate to the Ponderay, and to all of our indigenous nations, and up in Browning and some other, the Blackfeet Nation. I'd like to say Yate to my good friend Jimmy Sikbidon, Asaka, and I say Yate. Haven't seen him in a while, so I hope you're doing well. And from the Rosewood Sioux Nations, Cheryl Angel, who went to Standing Rock, I say Yate, my beautiful relative. So to all of my indigenous people, Goodshute Aguilar, a musician, I say Yate, my brother. So we rally in solidarity with you. And if there's a nearby rally in your neck of the woods, definitely go to these rallies and stand up for the causes that mean a lot to us. And this is very important. Okay, we got some more people coming, and this is getting big. I love it. And the more the merrier. So let's get some more folks out here, and let's start making some noise. The more the merrier. And we're gonna be rocking and rolling, baby. But let's just kind of show you around. Pan around, and you can see there's the Wizard Mobile. And we're just barely getting the party started, literally. Oh, and here's my sign I put together. Our healthcare, this includes Medicare and Medicaid, Social Security, that's very important. Our indigenous lands are very important to all of us, and as well as our wildlife. And I'm also rallying for our wolves, Magui, Wea, Mayitso.
Very nice.
Our animal relatives.
Yeah.